Welcome back to the channel, people. KG is back. Match reaction time. West Bromwich Albion take the win today, 1-0 against Leeds United. And yeah, there's very little to be pleased about today. We're going to be interesting to see who the silver lining gang, the silver cloud lining gang come out and say today, because that was woeful today. That was woeful. In a game where we needed it, we didn't do enough. Nowhere near enough. Down to 5th place, and we are points and points behind. I mean, never mind Leicester and Ipswich. We're points behind Southampton now. Yeah. I'm going to leave this. I'm going to leave my feed on. I'm going to wait for Daniel Farker to come out and talk, and hopefully he talks while we're here. But yeah. I don't know. Great question. Shocking. Yeah. Yeah, Matt. Be lucky to get playoffs at this rate. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. We've got to talk about this today. We'll see about that, Lewis. I'm sure he'll talk about the penalty incident with Nanto, which was definitely a stonewall penalty. But there was a lot of game after that incident, people. A lot of game, and there's even things before that happened that people won't even remember because nothing happened of it. But usually, when things like that happen in games to us, we get punished for them. But yeah, I'm really at a loss for words today, people. Someone asked in the last live stream, what will your mood be like if we lose to West Brom? And I just feel let down today. There was so much at stake today. They owed us a performance after the Preston game, and they served that up. Let's even take the first half out of it. The second half starts. You expect to see a bit more vim, a bit more energy. It was worse than the first half. Critics are saying Pirro needs to be dropped. Never seen a player as lazy. Everyone loves using that lazy word, man. It's crazy. But Pirro today wasn't good. But I look at Pirro and I see a player. If you just look at his face, he looks like he's bereft of a bit of confidence at the moment. We say he was lazy, but I saw him tracking back more than I saw him in the box. When he was in the box, it wasn't too great today. But yeah. Jack Dominic's why bring on Bamford? I mean, this is only part of the problem, Jack, but Bamford is becoming like his Tyler Roberts at the moment, where he's one of his subs, but we don't know why. At the moment, the phrase that's coming to mind with Bamford right now is Fergie's phrase about Pippi Inzaghi, where he said he was born offside, and that's all you're getting from Bamford now. It's just pure offside calls. It's mad. Yeah, SJ, why didn't Joseph get the 39 minutes? Who knows? Wayne here saying Gruev did okay. And what let's go into this. I haven't done any of the housekeeping. I'm actually just shell shocked at what I've seen tonight, people. I'm not gonna lie. This is not the way I wanted us to close out 2023. As I said in the preview, I'd have taken a 1-0 win with a ball off our backside, but instead it was West Brom that got that fortuitous bounce. As always, it's always the other team. We have to carve, cut, and create to get anything off. Another team can just have a goal that just ricochets off somebody and goes in. It's the way it goes. I'm not making excuses, but that's just how it feels as when we watch our games. But thank you to John Abbott, Cy Harris, and William Morrison for the super thanks on the last video. Much appreciated, guys. Yeah, just thank you for the support, seriously. And like the video as you come in, subscribe to the channel, drop your comments below. Yeah. Jack is saying, yeah, all he does is run offside and fling his arms. Yeah, he was doing this at one point, like someone's supposed to move the ball quicker to him, like he can run. It's all mad. It's all mad, people. But listen, what we did get today, and if there's anything important that you really want read out, I'm going to try and go through the chat. But if you want it read out, then you're going to have to super chat it today, because a lot of people in the chat today. So it is what it is, people. I always try my best, as you know. So yeah, let's talk about this. I'm so shell shocked, man. So shell shocked. Let's just get the lineup up first of all. Oh, doesn't want to come up. Okay, here we go. Oh Lord, here we go. All right, let me just get the super chats out of here so far. Rather be lead saying depressing and worrying. Why is Bamford coming on every game? Why is Firpo playing? Came on for Somerville. Crazy. Perot played out of position every game. Hard to defend Farker now. Mr. P saying, don't want to hear in any other season we'll be top. Wake up. We played in 23, 24, 100%. And we are just not good enough. 6 losses in 12 away from home. And Carl, as always, with the super thanks and super chats. Carl, thank you for the support. Gutted, KG. And I'm gutted as well, people. I'm absolutely gutted. Um, uh, I mean, this is the bit. And it's not if it's not silver lining cloud, silver cloud. The silver cloud and all that. It's the run his socks off crowd. It's can't blame Bamford. He ran his socks off. A lot of others hid, and I'm not a Bamford fan. I mean, that's just not all right, man. All right, listen. We wanted changes, and we got changes today, people. Even more so, we got changes. I need to put this up as well because it was PR'd. The changes were PR'd today, and that just shows you that the noise has been very loud. It's been very evident that the fans of and journalists have gotten to the Leeds United manager and the people behind the scenes because we got this. Daniel makes 5 changes tonight as Darlow, Cooper, Byron, Gruev, and Nanto all start against West Brom. Pascal Strout ruled out with a adductor injury. We never get anything like that from the official accounts, people. Never, never get anything like that. The PR was out for the changes. That it makes so much news that we have to have a PR message in order to say that, hey, we've made changes today. What did you guys think of the changes today, people? Let me know what you're saying in the chat. Darlow, I mean, look, Darlow today, I think it's evident today. I mean, listen, Southampton won their game today, and I don't know if you saw Bazunu, who I've spoken about many times before, being a bang average keeper, probably worse than average. He made one hell of a gaff at the end, and Southampton still ran away with the winner. And Darlow for me is probably just your average championship goalkeeper. And I'm going to go into this on a transfer video that's coming up when the new year hits. But I want to speak about it because I don't think you need much more than the average goalkeeper in this division. Quite clearly, with the way Southampton have got their 17-game unbeaten run with a very suspect goalkeeper. But Darlow today, I mean, he came for one, flapped one, and Jed Spence. If it wasn't for Jed Spence's awareness, he doesn't clear that goes in because Jed Spence cleared it off the line. Crazy stuff by Darlow today. He didn't really have much to do, but yeah, I don't know. Um, yeah, I mean, I've got to scroll back up because I was going to say this V Stan. Didn't work, but can't blame them. They're coming in cold thanks to limited game time, 100%. You know what I mean? These guys have hardly kicked a ball in anger, and they're expected to come in and make change and make a difference. But yeah, I mean, Spence today was much better at right back in terms of his defensive position. We was getting cooked a lot down our left side today. Unfortunately, Byram and Somerville both. Somerville started tracking back in the first, say, 15 minutes, but then he just disappeared. But so did Byram. Byram was tucked inside. I don't know what he was doing so narrow, but that's where there was it. Jed Wallace. He was cooking us down that side. You know what I mean? And he was the reason why they got that goal. Um, so that was unsuccessful. Cooper coming in would have liked to see Cresswell get the start, but it is what it is. We know what's happening, with the hierarchy at the club in terms of Cooper being the next one up and Cresswell being a backup. Gruev. I mean, yeah, I asked you about Gruev earlier, people in the chat, and if you've said it already, please put it again. Gruev was actually. I know what people are saying in terms of his general play. Like, what does he actually do? He seems like a Bulgarian Adam Forshaw at times. But the times where he was putting the ball over the top was the times that we was getting a little bit of joy. Instead of that intricate passing that we love to do that doesn't get anywhere away from home in the championship, he was putting balls over the top and making West Brom's defenders think about something. But it didn't happen often enough. It probably happened 3 times. What was saying? Yeah, Lord Sheargraph saying Gruev was fine for me. Gruev good for me. Yeah. Lewis saying he's quiet but solid. Yeah. Michael Pollard, Gruev went direct more than others were doing. Exactly, yeah. Ampadu did it maybe once or twice, but Gruev was the one that was doing it the most. But he does seem like a very basic footballer. I've got to say, I can see why Farke hasn't really used him too much. But yeah, he was the one that was creating open opportunities. And there were times, people, tonight in the first half where West Brom weren't as solid as their record would suggest. I mean, they've got the second best defensive record. You would never have believed it with the way that they were slipping over, the missed passes that we were creating, but we just couldn't capitalize on any of them. So the talking points, people probably won't even remember that in the first half, but there were times where West Brom could not control the ball or pass it to one another. They were slipping over in defense and we just couldn't capitalize. So it's a non-talking point, but those are the things that you have to take advantage of. And especially when we're on top, because we were on top for the first 15 minutes. And that's it. That is it. And I was saying, we have to get one. We have to score now, because if not, it's going to be 1-0 West Brom. That's not being pessimistic. That's watching the pattern of the season so far. And lo and behold, it happened. I hear that, Lord Sheargraph, but Gruev should be there instead of Ampadu, not with him. Yeah, it came as a real double pivot there, where it was the fullbacks were given license to bomb on because Gruev and Ampadu were covering a bit more defensively. But yeah, it was too samey, wasn't it? That's why I said on the preview, if you take out one of Ampadu or Kamara and put Gray there or something like that, it gives you a bit more variety. But it was like for like with both of those guys, wasn't it? Ryan, we'll find out. I've still got the screen up. If I'm not looking at the screen, though, people tell me that Farke's talking on Sky Sports, so I can put my headphones on, just in case I miss it. But yeah, we'll see what he's got to say. Jack Simpson, does Farke get January? We'll find out. We'll find out. James here saying, seems like the Farke honeymoon is over. It feels like fans are starting to turn on him, and not just that as well. James, he seems to be feeling it a lot more. You know, towards the end of the Preston game, he was getting animated with the ref. He was talking to the ref after the game, which is not really like him. And then today, when Nonto, I mean, that was a penalty in any league. You know, I don't need VAR. The first time I saw it, I said, wait a minute, he's been pulled down there, but no one else was really like going for it except for Willie Nonto. And then the replays showing that he just grabbed him down because he's got the wrong side of him, pulled him down. That is a penalty. And, you know, you see Danny Farke remonstrating. He's even doing the Mikel Arteta, okay, you know, thing as he's walking away. Very unlike Farke. So, and obviously with all of that in terms of the PR post beforehand saying, hey, we've made changes, guys, there is obviously pressure on Danny Farke said, and there should be. There should be, people. I'm sorry. There has to be pressure at this. With these kind of results, and the point total we've got so far with these players, it is shocking, people. It's shocking. Yeah. I mean, SSJW. Yeah, I don't understand how that wasn't a pen directly in front of the ref. There was no one blocking him. He had a great view. It should have been a pen. And I don't know whether you noticed in the second half, people, but maybe the referee had a look back at it and saw, oh, maybe I've made a mess, because West Brom were getting fouled a little bit in the second half and they weren't getting decisions. It was kind of like he was trying to make up for that penalty gaff with giving us free kicks outside the box here and there like that. You know, not outside their box, but just outside of our box or in the center circle. He was kind of making up for it with those. I don't know if anyone else noticed that, but I did kind of notice that in the second half. Why is it? Yeah, Ian, why is Rutter being put as a striker interchanging with Perot? Rutter can't shoot. He can't shoot. But you know what? In today's game, Ian and everyone else, Jorginho was probably our better player. It's not saying much, really and truly. It's not. I know the bar is essentially on the floor there, but there was times where Jorginho was getting the ball and he was dribbling it. It was like he was looking in front of him saying, okay, where's the movement? Who's moving where? What have I got to? Who's offering me something here? And then the other times you just have to run with it and try and take on about 3 West Brom players. For me, Jorginho had a good shift today, but he could have been helped out more with the players ahead of him. Andres, this will come up, so I will put this up here. Maybe our players aren't as good as we think we are. That's rubbish. I'm sorry, that is absolute rubbish. If we was listen, you guys, some of you guys get happy when a player scores against us and you think we should sign that player, even though they don't do nothing all season. If we've got a player that's got, what is it, 10, 11 goals and multiple assists, a forward, can't even call him a striker right now, that's got 9 goals, 1 assist. Jorginho, the biggest chance creator. Dan James is on 7, 8 goals. If we're looking at that in any other team, we're saying, oh, why can't we get those players? Sam Byram's been real good for us as a free transfer. Jed Spence, quality right back in this division and potential Premier League. Joe Roden has been a brick. He's fallen off a little bit in the last few games, not gonna lie, but he's been very solid for us through the season. Ampadu, Kamara, there's no way you're trying to tell me in the championship, people, that this team isn't good. I'm sorry. If you feel you can do better, I want you to put it in the comments and tell me who you'd sign that we could get in the championship from any other championship team. Please, I beg you to do that because this is not a bad team. It really isn't. Um, Nate, we're still missing something, maybe a coach with a brain. And listen, let's go into it in terms of the subs. It's the constant theme, though, isn't it? When it's not working, throw on all the attackers. That's not a tactic, people. That is hit and hope. No, that is not good enough, man. It's the same thing every time. And the worst thing was as well, he didn't take off Sam Byram. And I love Sam. Please don't get it twisted. Sam has been so good for us, but he did have a bad game today. And instead of taking him off, maybe Jed Spence is still taking, getting his match legs back into him, but he took Spence off, even though it was our left side that was being constantly cooked by the eventual man of the match, Wallace. Made no sense to me. Um, uh, Jason, 90-minute subs too. Why? I guess it's because there was going to be loads of added time. Carlos Corberon's talking right now. I'm not going to listen to him. But yeah, it's because just to see what they can do in the latter stage of the game. But for me, I felt like the game was done by 75 minutes, people. I don't know what you guys feel about that, and I know it's a crap way to watch it, but I just didn't feel like the guys had any urgency today. Really and truly, that was a poor showing today. Um, oh yeah, Oaksy, too many Bamford charity minutes. But the thing is as well, you guys know I'm not a Bamford guy, but it's not on him. It's not on him. What has to happen with Bamford is that the club, Bamford, and everyone in between, his agent, have got to do something to get him gone in January. That's the best thing for everybody involved. Bamford being here, it solves nothing. It solves absolutely nothing. So we have to find a new home for Bamford. But there's going to be a couple of other people as well. I'm going to say that about. But Bamford, it's not working. Time to go. Just sever ties with the guy. But tonight isn't just on Bamford. And once again, I always say you can't keep blaming the player when they come on if they don't do nothing. And you know that's what's going to happen. You have to look at the manager who keeps picking them. I said it constantly, and that message will never change from me. Never change. No matter how frustrated I got with Tyler Roberts, it's not on him. Bielsa kept throwing him on his first sub wherever he wanted to play him. You can't keep getting mad at the players. It's the coach. The players are the identity of their coach, people. It's as simple as that. Um, Phil here saying we always give the opposition too much time on the ball. We don't press. Oh man. Oh, it's so bad, people. Yeah, Laporte, I'd agree with this as well. Laporte saying here, we look like 11 individuals today. No ideas when going forward. Honestly, what's happened? No idea. You would never have believed that we'd beat Ipswich 4-0 just a couple of games ago. You'd never believe it. But you're right, they did. They look like strangers today. Oh, God. Yeah, West Brom as well. They did what they had to do. It's not a great team. You can see what's happened when the money runs out and the parachute payment runs out. You start to get just solid championship players, and that's what their team is pretty much full of. But they weren't spectacular, but they did enough to win. And that's all it takes right now to beat us away from home. You just have to do the bare minimum because we're not doing enough. The talent isn't alone. You have to put in other things, and tactics are a big thing with that. Ainey saying toxic chat. I mean, I don't know what you mean by that. If you mean there's insults, I can't see everything that's going on, Ainey. But if you're looking for sunshine analysis here after the festive periods we've had, it's not going to be here. I'm very realistic. You know me, Ainey. You've been here a long time. When things are going well, which has been very rare over the last couple of years, I will big it up. but these performances are no good. It's garbage. It's absolutely garbage. Um, Yeah, no killer instinct at all. And that was the thing as well. When you saw West Brom get chances created, it was just quick, wasn't it? It was quick across the box. The set piece, of course, because they're a very big team. It's just that. But when we go forward, it's one, two, three touches. Okay, three people, Somerville's being double, tripled up. Okay, someone's going free, so we need another three touches. And then by the time that happens, the opposition have got their defensive banks in shape and we can't break them down. Happens every single away game, every single one. Um, yeah, Josh. Yeah, we have the ball, and that's it. And that's where stats are mislead as well, Josh, because a lot of our passes that get registered are like today, Cooper back to Darlow, Darlow to Roden, Roden back to Darlow. It's just misleading stuff most of the time. Oh man, so deflating today, people. So deflated. Not gonna lie. Kevin, Farker already alluded that we are Leeds United and we do things the hard way. We need to bury that hoodoo. Yeah, why do we have to keep doing it the hard way? This club's almost gone out of business because we did it the hard way, having to sell people that were worth loads of money for pittance. Ah, I'm sick of doing it the hard way. Sick of it. Yeah, Gavin, score first 15 minutes team. If not, we're clueless. It seems like that right now. Seems like that. Paul here, hi KG. Where's the fight with the players? Seems there's no urgency. No idea, man. No idea. Um, let's have a look. Lord, okay, hold on. Danny Farker's talking now. Let's see. Talking about the inability to get shots away was frustrating. Terrific. Congratulations to West Brom for a terrific defensive performance. Disappointed that the last 3%, the brutality to win a header isn't there. We're missing 1 or 2% in the opponent's box. I'd say more than that, people. Talking about the penalty appeal now. Hold on. He's saying, why should Nanto go down when he's one against goalkeeper? It doesn't matter how he sees it. He's basically saying the referee's missed one. Doesn't matter what he sees. It's by the referee, basically. He also thinks it could have been a red card as well. But he can't change it, so he doesn't want to speak too much about it. Talks about there was another 2, 3 times when we were in behind them, but we didn't have the brutality to finish them off. Ooh, here we go. Hold on. Ooh, commentator here, or interviewer asking, how is Jed Wallace free? One of the most creative players in the league. Let's have a look. He thinks we pressed them really well. He's talking about we was on an overload at that point, and his attacker wasn't in the right place, and Byram had gone past him. That's what left him free. Oh my lord! Oh my lord! Whoa! Yeah, yeah, AFV. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's one of those AFV where people say, "Yeah, I don't care. I don't." They go on a long rant and then they say, "But I don't care anyway." Yeah, yeah. It's one of those. Whoa. Okay. Right, let me get these super chats before I forget again. Lord Sheargraph, if we don't win at home to Birmingham, the fans will turn. That is 100% going to happen. I already said that on a previous stream that the only thing that we've got now is our unbeaten home record. Once that goes, yeah, it might turn a little. Laporte saying Nanto got his first start and offered nothing, cash in. Okay. Um God. What is okay? Yeah, what is everyone saying to what Danny Farker said? Hopefully, you watched it on TV as well. I gave you the highlights of it. Matt. All right, let's bring back Marsh. At least the games were entertaining. That's got to be another thing as well. Got to say, people, the games have been some of them have been real hard to watch. I don't know if anyone else is getting that, but I can only think of Millwall away, Huddersfield at home for the first half, by the way, one half of football, and the Ipswich one, which was a real complete performance. Some of the games are really tough to sit through. Um, Liam here. Thanks, KG, for being a realist on YouTube and saying how it is. Listen, that's all I do. There's nothing here to be gained for lying or looking at things with rose tinted glasses when they can't be there. You have to look at what's happened so far. You have to look at the evidence you've seen. And it just seems that some people, no matter, we was in the Premier League losing games. It doesn't matter. We will go down and reset. By the way, only one person that has said that, and there was a lot of people that used to say that in my comments, has said, you know what, I was one of those that said we should get relegated to reset. Yeah, we're seeing how that's going. We're seeing how that's going, isn't it? And before anyone says, but we still need to do it because we need to get rid of players, not necessarily, not with the new ownership in tow. And also, you look at Everton this season; they're not doing too badly. I know they've had 10 points deducted, but all it takes is a few bits of retooling, and you don't have to cart everybody off. But yeah, man, listen, I only seen one person admit that when there was a lot of you that said it, but it just seems no matter what position we're in, when we're not at the top or whatever it may be, people just always have another excuse for it or another reason as to why. And it's, but listen, we all watch football in different ways, or we all do. Um, Okay, William here saying, "Thank you for the super chat. When you can't win away, you are soft, right?" Listen, let me just show you this. This isn't good reading today, people. This isn't good reading at all. Chris, let me know in the comments, man. What makes you happy in life? Because you always seem to be so miserable. But you know what? You make me laugh, Chris. I gotta say, your comments do make me laugh. Look, all the top six today did got a positive result, bar us. I think we are now 17 points behind Leicester. Yeah, if I've got my maths correct, and 9 points behind Ipswich. And then there's Southampton now, who have all of a sudden gone 6 points ahead of us. 6 points ahead. How? How? How has that happened? So, oh man. Yeah. It's funny till it's not funny tea time, man. It sucks. It sucks. Yeah, Mr. Anthrope. I mean, it's more a rhetorical question, but you're right. It is. It's losing points to Dross. That's how. Yeah, it's absolutely that. Of course, it is. I'm just saying, how have we done this? Um, Man, I'm almost speechless, man. I'm almost speechless for real. Mr. P saying, let's not make the mistake like Marsh change now. Well, we'll see. Look, this is supposedly my last live stream before 2024 hits. Now, unless anything breaks, of course, I will be back, but this will be my live one, my last one. But the January transfer window opens Monday. Now, if you're the 49ers enterprises, you've at least got to be proactive and get that left back signed on Monday. I want to see a left back come in by Monday, Tuesday latest, because it will be too late by the time Birmingham play. We play Birmingham City. Fine. But we need to be proactively getting a left back at least. And that's why I want to do a secondary stream as well. By the way, I'm going to do another one Monday because I've got a couple that you may surprise you who I would probably sell this January to further strengthen the team. Yeah, I'm almost done with this. This is horrible reading. Let me just share the results from today. I mean, again, not great reading for us. Ipswich Town, they only drew to QPR, but they didn't lose. Southampton, as I mentioned earlier, even with a goalkeeper, gaff, won 2-1 at home. Sunderland drew, which keeps them out the top 6. Leicester just rolling along 2-0, as easy as you like. You'd never believe that we were relegated from the same league with the way that they're carrying on. And of course, we lose today. And look at that, people. Their red card came late. And I know every game is different before anyone says that. I know every game is different. But look at that. Sheffield Wednesday, who are not in the greatest, form or greatest team this season, managed to go to Deepdale and win 1-0 away from home. Must be nice. Must be nice. Yeah, there's not much else I can say here, people. I'm gonna get out of here. I think I'm gonna get out of here. Let me just see. There's been another super chat come through. Let me read that before we go. And if there's any comments you guys want to say, just put them in the comment section below after the video, please. And like the video. Please help me out by liking the video. That is the best thing you can do for me. Barney here saying last year we had a heart under Jesse Marsh, but zero talent. Now down in lower league, our talent is unquestionably the best in the league, yet we play with no passion. People keep saying we've got the best team in the league. I don't agree with that. Leicester are the best team in the league. Quite clearly, Leicester are the best team in the league. When they made 5 changes before, like we've done today, they won the game 4-2 or 4-1 or something like that. That's what you call the best team in the league in terms of squads and everything. I would easily take Leicester as a team the way that they play. 100%. We've got great individuals and we've got great talent. We've got undeniable talent in this team that can play at a higher level. But as a team, it's Leicester. It's quite clear the results don't lie as well. Pete here saying the problems we have are system problems. Continually running that channel's not working. We really need a creative 10. Yeah, we need that. A goal scoring 8 if we could get one of those. Another striker, which hopefully will get sold as long as they're proactively trying to move the big money striker we've got on the bench now that's doing nothing. So we need to do something about that 100%. But we'll talk about that in the transfer stream. Right now, my head's not in the great space to do it. I'm really disappointed with tonight's results, really and truly. Mr. P saying Christmas ruined. Let's not do the same for the new year. Give Warnock one last dance, yeah? Give him one last dance. Oh, man. Gavin, we don't have to be stuck with him. Honestly, deals are done in football all the time where you can get rid of players on big wages that are not wanted at your club. It's easily done, especially in this day and age where you pay up a contract or you subsidize the new contract where the players go in if they're going to have to take less money at a future club. You can do it. You can do it, people. Andy saying my head's gone cagey having to keep deleting chats. I hear what you're saying. Yeah, you want to type it out, but then you realize it doesn't sound too good or look too good when I write out, so you delete it. I hear that. Tweet and delete. I get it. Karen here saying all the best to you, KG, for 2024. Yeah, and that's what I want to say to you guys. Well, it's been an up and down year in terms of Leeds United. We're more down than up, but you've been here 2023, and thank you for all the support. Seriously, thank you for riding with me in 2023. Hopefully, you'll be here, and any new subscribers here 2024. Going to keep the content coming, trying to keep this thing growing, and yeah, it just doesn't go unappreciated. Trust me, it really doesn't. So. Yeah, I know it's been a bad night tonight, but my love for the support that I get on this channel That doesn't change for me. So thank you so much for all the interaction. Seriously. SJ, come on, KG. Where's my therapy? I got nothing, SJ. I'm really down about this one today. Not even down, but just disappointed, deflated. I think's the more appropriate word for me. Just not good. Just not good today. Um, yep, Chopper. We'll find out. And shout out to you, Hazel. Happy New Year to you as well. Chopper saying time to see what kind of stomach the 49ers have heading into the window. We're gonna find out. This is a test for them, both on the manager, because there's you guys in the chat. I know there's a lot of fuck out in the chat there. It's very loud, people. It's very, very loud. So we're gonna see what they're about. If they're gonna stick with him, how much are they gonna back him? Even though I've got to say they've backed him well enough. I don't think anyone is looking at that window. I would say, apart from Jane Anthony, which I said at the time, and this isn't me rewriting it. This is the great thing about doing videos. I said, if you were going to get rid of Sinistera, at least get a left back in the deal. You did not have to get a winger for winger, because he's not better than the wingers that we've got here. He just isn't. So we got an inferior winger just to make up the squad numbers, to make like we left Bournemouth with something. But that's the only gaff that they've made. But everyone else has been a hit. Gruev, we haven't seen enough of, but they've recruited well enough. That's what I'm saying. I can't put this on the much of the players. They are operating at the end of the day, but they are a mirror of the manager. It's as simple as that. They are the mirror of the manager. Laporte here saying, bless you, KG, regardless of the results, your streams always help us. Well, a lot of you, not everyone, as I see from some of the comments. But shout out to the haters as well. It's cool. It's cool. You know, marching on together 100%. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to leave it there, people. I will be back Monday, New Year's Day. I probably do the preview Sunday, but it will be recorded. So keep your notification bells on for that. But I'm going to be back live on Monday when the transfer window opens, and we're going to have a good discussion then. Neil here coming in clutch at the end here. Neil, thanks, KG. Thank you. Honestly, thank you. Thank you for the support there, Neil. But listen, people, before I go, like the video, subscribe to the channel, drop your comments below. I'll be ready in there with my tin hat when I settle down. Peace out, people.